Oh, shit. And that just went right on my shirt. Sweet. Alright, so today it's day 6 of 15 days of foundation. This is a new first impression video every single day for 15 days, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I have no idea if I just wore this t-shirt in another video. I've been filming so much that I don't even know. So here we are again. Shout out to my favorite $6 Ross t-shirt. But today we're talking about a foundation that I'm very excited to try out because I haven't heard anything about this product. I believe it's new. This is the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Foundation 24-hour. So Catrice you can purchase on Ulta. It retails for $10.99 and you get 1.01 fluid ounces of product. So a tiny bit more than 1 fluid ounce. Downside to this is that it only comes in 4 shades right now. Could just be because it's new product. I have the lightest shade, light beige 010. The darkest shade is warm beige 040. And reading some of the reviews on Ulta's website, it seems like that's kind of just like a medium skin tone. So they don't have a deep shade for this at all. They also don't have a very fair shade, but you guys will see. Since this is kind of a liquid dropper foundation, this would be really easy to mix with other products like the Cover FX drops or something. So if one of the 4 shades doesn't match you, you could use it to mix. But the claims on this thing, it says it covers imperfections, mattifies the skin, creating a smooth and even complexion for up to 24 hours. Ultra lightweight, high coverage foundation for a natural looking finish. And on the bottle it says it is full coverage. Non-oily texture that feels like a second skin, provides long lasting full coverage without a mask effect. And it says it has an HD finish ready for camera ready skin. So all of that sounds great. We'll see how it applies and wears throughout the day. I'm going to insert swatches right here of the shade 010 light beige compared to some of the other foundations I own so you can see how the shade is. Alright, so swatch time. Right here is the Catrice Liquid Coverage Foundation in the lightest shade 010 light beige. Next over is Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in N10. Dermacol 208. Pure Cosmetics Baradol in Porcelain, Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation in 0.5, and Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 110. If you've been enjoying 15 days of foundation so far, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out. So if you want to see what I think of the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation and how it applies and wears throughout the day, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. Alright, we are even closer today. Still trying to adjust the camera, lights, everything. I'm trying to figure out the best quality and lighting and everything with you being able to see my face. I've had approximately 2 sips of coffee this morning. Typically with liquid kind of dropper foundations like this, I don't like using a sponge because I find that it just absorbs a lot of the product. But since I try it with every foundation, we'll do one half my face with a sponge and the other half with my e.l.f. foundation brush. I'm about to go get Starbucks bagel and coffee right after filming this. I'm excited. I'm giving this a good shake. I've already washed, moisturized, primed my face. I might just drop this directly on my face to start, maybe. Let's try it. Oh, this is also nice because usually when I film farther away, I can't do this. Okay, so here's the little dropper guy. Don't focus on me, please. Come back. Whoa, almost gonna miss the bottle. It does say it's supposed to be full coverage. It doesn't say how many drops you need for full coverage. So I'm just gonna go in. Oh, shit. And that just went right on my shirt. Sweet. So I'm going to be changing my shirt, but okay, so I guess I'm going to start out with that amount. Let's see. Ooh. Feels like it dries very quickly. Ooh, this is good coverage. Yeah, it's drying pretty quickly, so I'm guessing you want to work in sections with this one. That is looking freaking flawless. Like the finish of it looks like satin matte, but it doesn't look heavy at all. I don't think I want to drop it on my face again because I'm not trying to get my white shirt covered in foundation. So I'm just going to drop some on the palette. I don't really know how many drops that just was because I was trying to get a thumbnail, but I think it was like 2, maybe 3. That is covering my acne. Dries to like a satin matte finish pretty quickly, like almost as soon as you put it on your face. Shade is a bit dark. It's not showing up totally on the camera. I'd say it's about a shade too dark for me, maybe even a shade and a half. Hopefully this doesn't oxidize, but the undertone is nice. It has kind of like a beige neutral undertone to it. It doesn't look totally off because of the undertone. Dang. Look at that coverage. It's matte, but it looks like a really beautiful soft focus kind of matte finish. Very smoothing, which I like since I have a ton of texture. So let's see how much coverage I get on this side with a sponge. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip the sponge into the remaining product. Oh yeah, Definitely lighter coverage with the sponge. You can build it up with a sponge to get similar coverage. I still think it's a little bit more full coverage on the brush side. I feel like I'm using a little bit more product with the sponge to get the same kind of coverage, but the finish looks really nice. Whew, oh my god. Going over the foundation brush side with the sponge just to kind of smooth it out literally makes it look freaking flawless and airbrushed. Holy shit, seas. That looks freaking beautiful. I'm gonna go over a little bit with the brush on this side, just on my acne, see if I can get a little bit more coverage. Seems to build totally fine. It's not caking up anywhere or anything. I think the best way to apply it is go in with a brush if you want that coverage, and then just go back in with a sponge to kind of smooth it out. Like, I have no complaints right now. So I'm definitely not gonna powder my face with this one because it dries down to a powder finish pretty quickly. It's also supposed to last 24 hours and it says it's mattifying, so there you go. Right now it's 9:37. We'll call the check-in time 9:40. I'm gonna do really basic makeup today because I have to go to the doctor and I have some errands to run, so it's not gonna be super exciting makeup or anything. I need to change my shirt. Pro tip, don't try and drop this on your face. Okay, I haven't even finished my makeup yet, but I walked in here, looked in the mirror, and I have to show you guys this. Look at how freaking smooth and pretty this looks. Such good coverage, looks beautiful. I am so far really feeling this. Really branched out, went with another black and white striped shirt. But it's now 10:04, the rest of my makeup is on, and it looks so freaking beautiful. I took a clip in natural lighting. The coverage is amazing. My forehead looks awesome. My texture down here right now looks pretty good. Looks great around my nose and my pores. It's looking a bit lighter on camera. The shade is definitely a little bit off, but I think it can work for me. If you have the Cover FX drops, that could be an option. I love those. The Cover FX drops are really dewy, so actually that with the Catrice ones might be a really beautiful finish. So far I'm really feeling this thing. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'm curious to see how this controls my oil too, because I do have combination skin. I get oily throughout the day. Almost forgot to tell you what's on my face. So for bronzer, I used Maybelline Master Bronze in the shade 10. I used this one right here. Blush, I went in with Tarte Dollface again. Where did I put that? J Cat Bella Rose, You Glow Girl. For eyes, I went in with the Tarte Clay Play palette again. I used Solstice and Journey, these two shades right here. Normal mascaras, and then for lips, I used the Morphe Liquid Lip in Sasha. This is such a pretty like purple mauve kind of color. And that is everything. So again, check-in time is 9:40. I'll see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting. All right, so right now it's 2:40, so it's been on for 5 hours. Overall, I think it still looks really pretty. The only thing I'm noticing is some creasing on my upper lip. I'll zoom you guys in. Creasing right here on me is pretty typical with most foundations, but I do have creasing right there. It's looking a little bit heavy around my nose on this side, but my forehead I think still looks really nice. It's definitely too dark. I was out running errands. I don't know if you guys can tell. Here's my neck color, but yeah, it's definitely a couple shades dark. I got glances in the mirror and stuff, and my face is dark. But other than that, I'm still really liking how it looks. It doesn't look like my skin is getting very oily, which is nice. So I'll check back in with you guys at the end of the night. It's now 7:41, so it's been on for 10 hours. And I wanted to show you guys in this lighting because I feel like it's more accurate than the window this time of night. I think you can tell in this lighting, but it has oxidized like 2 shades at least. I mean, it's definitely a solid 3 shades too dark for me at this point. My chest looks really red. Looking at my face right now, it doesn't look necessarily bad. Like, I've definitely had foundations look worse, but I don't think it's worn amazing on my skin. I look a little bit oily. It's breaking down a tiny bit on the center of my forehead. Creasing around my nose area and upper lip didn't seem to get majorly worse. Kind of came off on my neck area. I probably had my hand there or something. On my skin, this definitely would not be 24 hours. I think it looked good up until about the 8-hour point. Love how it went on, love the coverage, the finish of it is beautiful. I think I would really like mixing this one, so I'm gonna try mixing it in with a couple different foundations to lighten it and also just see if it helps with the longevity. Update you guys my thoughts in the final ranking video where I rank all the foundations 1 to 15. But so far, out of all of the 5 days, this one is definitely at the top of the list. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you're excited for the rest of 15 days of foundation. If you are, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. I just cleaned my entire bathroom and now it smells like bleach. It smells so good. That was like the most satisfying thing ever. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.